Hi there. So I got a couple things online and I thought I'd make just a short, kind of down and dirty, not really edited video of me opening up what I got. This is a 1070 Ti that I bought from EVGA. Got it on their B-stock. Let's see what we got here. Maybe you can expect kind of a similar experience if you buy something from B-stock. Usually when you get things from their B-stock, it'll just come in kind of a nondescript sort of plain box, and it looks like it's kind of the case this time. Bear with me here. And we literally just have a black box. Usually it'll say like EVGA on it. You know, it's like up here. That's another box that I got from something I bought from B-stock EVGA. Okay, so yeah, there's our model number. Let me see here. I don't know if the camera's going to get that or not. Focus. This is part number 08G P46678RX. That's just if you type that number into Google, you'll see what model of the card this is. Usually B-stock items from EVGA are just scratch and dent or RMAs that they've certified that there's nothing wrong, or else they've possibly refurbished it. Anything you buy from them has a 1-year warranty, so it's not like you're just buying blind. You know, if you buy something, I can tell you they've got like really good support when it comes to returns. So if you buy something and it's not what you hoped, they'll take it back. So let's see what we got here. All right, so like so far, packaging is a lot like what you'd see from a brand new card, aside from maybe some of the bells and whistles of the box. We've got some like nice packing material that covered the card on all 4 sides. And wow, that thing's hefty. I forgot how much these things weighed. Wow, that's a chunker. That is a heavy 1070 Ti right there. Let's make sure we don't have anything else in here. Don't believe we do. So yeah, it looks like they used the same foam insert that they would if it was new and this came in a new box. It comes in an anti-static bag. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way and take a look at this card. So as you can see, we've got our typical EVGA logo, and our, if you'll pardon me here, I'm just looking over here at the camera to make sure I've got a decent focus. This camera's kind of new to me, so like I don't want to record this and then find out that you can't see any of the picture and it's like super blurry. So you've got your typical stickers that they stick on static bags. You can kind of tell it's like not the first time it's been wrapped up, because like usually when it's wrapped up for the first time when something's brand new, it's a little more neat than this. Like you see how it's kind of like folded in, like this is like probably like just like a bag that they use for any GPU that's like close to this size, I imagine. Well, let's see what we got here. See if I can't make a little more plastic noise while I'm at it. All right. Wow, okay, so first impressions, this thing is really clean. Like really clean. This is a 1070 Ti, and they haven't made these for a while. I don't know exactly when they stopped production of the 1070 Ti, but this is Pascal architecture. These things came out in like 2017, and actually the 1070 Ti was one of the last cards they launched for Pascal. Even after like the 1080 Ti. So this probably came out in maybe 2018. So what we've got here, we've got obviously you've got your 2 power connection plugs, 2 8-pins. This is, you know, for your SLI link, because we all use that still. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 DisplayPort, 1 HDMI, and a DVI. And I kind of, you know, first impressions, other than it being kind of a fingerprint magnet, it looks like. Actually, maybe not so much. Maybe that's just something wet looking. Anyway, I like the backplate design on this. I thought, you know, memory must not serve well, but I thought that the backplate was a little bit different on these, but I like this. This is a nice look. Okay, and what do we got here? It does have a BIOS switch. Okay, it's got a master and a slave BIOS. So that's handy. All right. And I'm looking at this, and I'm pretty sure we got a plastic peel right here. So let's see what we got. I'm terrible at getting these corners started, so bear with me. I'm either gonna like have a plastic peel, or I'm gonna scratch the heck out of my logo. Oh yeah, no, that's plastic for sure. Oh, that's just like the ugliest peel. I can't get it started over there. Let's try it over here. We might edit this part out. This is like the most cringe plastic peel I've ever done in my life. Well, it's plastic and it does come off, but you wouldn't know it to watch me. Good Lord. This is like terrible. I'm making this look like the most tedious process, and it's usually really not that big a deal. Okay, all right. If you stuck with me through all that like ugly, hideous, here we go. That's pretty satisfying, even though there's like 2 giant marks where my finger was digging in there trying to get it open. So yeah, pretty thick boy, pretty heavy card. This has definitely got some heft to it. It's heavier than I thought it was going to be. I've got another graphics card coming, and it's actually a GTX 1080 Ti, and I expect it to be heavier than this. But when I was looking at the shipping weights, the UPS shipping weight had this at 5 pounds, and it had the 1080 Ti listed at 2 pounds, and I know that can't be right. So I'm interested to see just what we have when we try to pick that baby up. So yeah, this card looks brand new. I mean, it really does. I don't see any traces of dust anywhere. I mean, I could tear it down, and I might make another video doing that later just to look and see if it looks like all the thermal pads are new, but I'm pretty sure they are. So if this card was sold to somebody and they sent it back, I can't tell. I mean, this cooler looks completely new. There is not a speck of dust in there. Yeah, those thermal pads are brand new. I don't know if you can see it, but in here there's a. We're gonna try to focus here. We're gonna see how this does. There's a thermal pad right in here, and there's no dust. There always is some kind of dust sticking to that if that's been used even a little bit. The thermal pad's a little bit off center, but it'll be fine. And I'm looking, and I can see some pads under the back plate. So yeah, I mean, all in all, I'm gonna plug it in a little while, and you know, I expect it fully to work. Looks great. So yeah, there you go, 1070 Ti. And for those interested, this is it's July of 2022, and I just paid $169 for that card. That's right, $169 when it was on sale. B-stock items go on sale every so often. They've kind of got a schedule, but you know, you're gonna have to just check it out if you want to see when stuff's on sale. You just kind of got to follow it, because it's usually the middle of the week, but if you don't check back often, they kind of change it a little bit here and there, so it's not like the exact same time every week. Maybe that's like some kind of bot protection or something. But anyway, this is that's it. It's FTW GeForce GTX 1070 Ti from the Pascal architecture. If you don't know anything about this card or kind of where it stands up as far as performance, it's a little bit under GTX 1080, which that's actually what this card is. This is a Asus Strix ROG GTX 1080, and it's somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe a 2060 Super or even close to a 2070. The 2070 is a little more powerful than this card, but not by a lot. So somewhere in between a 2060 Super and a 2070. If you want to go 30 series, you're thinking maybe about approximately a 3060. RTX 3060 is going to have better, obviously, ray tracing cores, because this was GTX's before they implemented the RT cores. But this is, as far as just pure FPS goes, this is going to be somewhere on par with like an RTX 3060. The same was going to be the case for, if you want to look at like the red team for Radeon cards, the 1070 Ti is going to be somewhere in the ballpark of like, let's see, it would be an RX probably 6600 or 6600 XT. Now, again, I'm just kind of pulling these numbers out of my head. I don't have like a performance chart in front of me, but I know they're pretty close just because I'm kind of familiar with these stacks and kind of where they stack up. Like, for instance, you know, I know this is nowhere close to like, you know, a 6900 or a 3090, but I also know it's not like a 3050 or, you know, anything like that. Like, I kind of know just roundabouts where it's going to fall in the stack, you know. So yeah, so $169 for about the performance of a 3060, give or take, about the performance of a 6600, give or take. You can't beat that. This is in a market where right now, NVIDIA just offered up the 1630, I think it is, which they want like roughly like $150 for this card, I think, and I can't remember the exact price, but you got to be kidding me. Not even worth that. This is $169. Yes, it's B-stock. Yes, it's factory certified. It has a 1-year warranty as opposed to a 2 or 3 year warranty that you would get with something new. But I mean, come on, you know, what are you going to do with your hardware that you're not going to know within a year whether it's good or not? So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this purchase. We're gonna plug it in and see how it works, and you know, I'll check back with you when I have more information. So yeah, highly recommend you check them out. I really feel like it's worth the fact that, you know, you don't get the shiny new box. I mean, everybody loves boxes, but is that box worth $200 or $300 to you? Because your alternative right now is something like the Radeon 6400, which is just a totally shit card that shouldn't even exist. It's a mobile. The 6400 and the 6500 XT are mobile GPUs that have been ported over to desktop to try to offer gamers something while the mining thing was going on. And now the mining thing has crashed, and those cards have zero value to me. I highly advise that you do not buy a Radeon RX 6400 or a 6500 XT, because these are mobile cards. They're highly hamstrung by their lack of PCIe lanes, and if you don't have a PCI Gen 4 motherboard, then you're also going to get a performance hit, because they only have a cut down number of PCIe lanes, and they also only have you know, they're also Gen 4, so if you put it on a Gen 3 motherboard, you're going to lose bandwidth, which means you're not going to get the same FPS out of it. So yeah, 6400 and 6500 XT are not even on my radar, and I advise that you just stay away from those cards. But I digress. Thanks for checking me out. Just wanted to, again, kind of show you what my experience was, and from the box to here, and this is where we're at. And yeah, so, you know, you can't tell because you're not here, but this looks and feels just like a brand new card. It even kind of smells like a brand new card. If you smelled new electronics, you know what I mean. So you know, that's what we got, and you know, I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, you know, I'd appreciate if you drop a sub, If you liked it, click like. If you didn't like it, click don't like or dislike. I don't mind. I want to know. And despite YouTube's attempts, I can still see the dislikes. And if you want to, there's actually a Google extension for that if you didn't already know that. So to uncover the dislike ratio, I think they just tap into the API. But anyway, I'm getting off the subject. This is Drew. I appreciate you checking me out. I hope you have a good day, and talk to you again soon. Bye for now.